Ouch, it hurts. I know it's really crazy when our sexual experiences end up being painful. Let's talk about how we can make that better. We've all been there when we've had that sexual catastrophe, or what feels like one anyway, where you're getting all cozy with somebody, your partner, and all of a sudden you just feel the pain come on. Well, I want to talk about that candidly, what may cause it, and what we can do to make it an easier space for us. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I produce a video every Wednesday and Friday, and I love to know that you are with me because I like when we spend this time together. You are important to me. First things first. We have all of these really weird messages around what is sexual and what is not. And with that, sometimes we're just getting up in things that we're not ready for. Women, we sit on what is called our yin energy. Do you know what that is? Well, let me explain it. There is an understanding in the tantric expression of love, that and beginnings of energy. And what these energy sources are is a give and a take, a push and a pull, hot and cold. Always the opposites, but synergetic energy that moves, evolves, and flows. The yin is considered to be more the feminine side, and the yang, which is what the other side of these energy flows are called, is more of the masculine side. Now the yin is kind of softer, it's gentler, it's slower, it's cooler. Yeah, you're getting the understanding. I'm doing a lot of this in this video. And the other side of it is hot, it's fire, it's immediate, it's very more forceful, more male. And what happens is when you put these two sides together, you ignite into a perfect alignment of lust and love. Now, normally the yang side, and you have both of these in you, by the way. So if you're making love to yourself, this is applicable even to your space. But we have both of these sides in us. And so your yang side is able to get hot. It moves quickly, it flows. Our yin side takes a little bit more time to soften up and to get into the mood or the zone. And a lot of what we're used to seeing, I don't know if you've ever watched on any TV show, you see two people coming together and it's passionate and they're just ready to make love. Well, for the most of us, that's not our truth. In fact, 50% of all women, mostly 50 and above, don't even come from penetrative orgasms. We can't climax necessarily in that way right away. Women really need, and this is the major tip, guys, some time. Time is the key. It is so important for us as women to just be okay with being slower. Some of us have what are called high accelerators when you exist a lot on that yang side, but most of us are in our yin, and we need a few minutes. We need a lot of touching and cuddling and holding and caressing to get us moving into that higher sphere. So that's my first thing. Remember that it's okay to take the time. Number two, and two is important, guys, is to take the time. Let's focus on that kissing and hugging and caressing and holding. If you focus in there and really put your intention to enjoy this the intensity of your pleasure, you will find that your lust will grow. We have to give ourselves that place and the acceptance and the allowance to be okay to let it simmer. That pot simmering will reach a boil. You know it does. I also want to change the game a little bit. Penetrative sex is not the only sex. I'm going to say it again. Penetrative sex is not the only sex. Kissing is sex. Touching is sex. Rubbing is sex. All of those parts fall into the act of making love. They fall into the act of being in passion. And if you can tap more into those spots and places, you're gonna find that your body is much more prepared and will receive the idea of being penetrated a lot easier. What happens for a lot of us women is that we get really tense because we're not ready, we're not prepared, and our bodies, like when we tap into that yin energy, need to be unfolded. We need to be warmed up. You think about when something is really cold, it's tight, it's constricted. Once you heat it up, it becomes more pliable, it opens. And the women's parts are like that. We need time to flower and open. Give yourself that time. It is so perfectly okay. Another important point is also lubrication. Now, when we rush into sex, our bodies sometimes doesn't have enough time to lubricate itself. Or if you're like me and you're a little bit older, we may need some help sometimes adding in some extras. So offering yourself some lubrication in the form of a natural oil, or if you buy a water soluble lubrication, those are all ways to help you enhance your sexual experience and help some of the friction that may happen come along and ease that place for you. And finally, it is also a major part and importance to feel connected. It is so important for us to really be okay with sitting in the bonds of the love relationship that you are going to have sex. Now, sometimes you don't have to have that, but there should be at least a safety space where you and your partner can have some dialogue maybe, or just have that moment to relax. Take the time to offer maybe a massage and have that little giggle between you and your partner before you engage. That may help you along as well. It is so okay to enhance your experience. Remember, a final thing is that this is all about you. Try and relax yourself. Know that it is okay to be in the expressions, and it's okay to try new things. Just know that sex is not meant to be painful. Take your time, be in your flow, breathe through it. And sometimes what may be happening is if those few tips that we've talked about here don't also help you, it may also be that there's some stuff, some trauma, some things that may be sitting with you that you may want to clear. And just so you know, I offer services to help you get through those rough times. I am all about creating safe spaces for us to explore. And if you're interested in that, see the link down below. You can set up a free appointment to talk to me personally, and we can see if we can help you through. Because sex is beautiful, and so are you. Till next time, bye.